tingles in my arm after downing 3 shots of tequila, neat, are the reminder of that little hellion. Well, I have a lot of enemies in my business. She proved to be another one. Or maybe not. I clenched my fist, flexing my muscle and then unclenched it. It's not like it's the first time I've been shot. Well, my job is pretty scary. Serve the earth. Well, clean the earth with my enemies. That's a banger job, I must tell you. I'm the only son of my parents, and the only heir to the throne. Only son doesn't promise a lovely childhood, and plus, if you have parents who don't mingle together, it's not all daisies. Mine was pretty hell. They produced me to produce and hire, and that is all. No emotions added. Most of my life I saw them fighting until Dad took his leave when I was 19. Well, did it change anything for me? No, I would say, because before his death I had to put up with 2 people, and later it was just one less. They both are the only people who what do people call it? A little so much care? Yeah, care is a big word. Well, be around me, just say that. After all, they do participate in producing me. And when I was capable enough, which was around 9 or 10 maybe, I decided they were my people and no one hurts my people because of one solo reason: my reputation. My reputation as the devil. I was 8 when I started dissecting squirrels, and by the 12th, I killed a man with a knife. It's just so calm when the warm liquid flows onto my hand and face, and the screams are freaking melodious. Well, that's the adrenaline shift I lost in my late 20s. Killing and mayhem worked, but occasionally. But that adrenaline popped since that little hellion. I knew it. The eyes of a sadist and the masochist. Her sadism was glowing in her soul, just like mine, and I would love to torture that sadist. Huge sigh. A devastatingly gorgeous sadist at least. What would she be like if I hang her on the cross, where I torture and killed many? But she would hella be the queen of them, outpass them, because she would glare at me right back, dead in my soul. Which not many. Oh wait, my bad. No one does. Her disobedience turned me on. Her rebellion made room in my head. And those TDs, well, 36B would fit perfectly in the palm of my hand. Then I would tease her. I know exactly the size because I have had my share of women in the spasm of 32 years. Well, plenty you can say. And then the magic will happen. Those blue eyes with thunderous grey will shed precious tears. The color would look hypnotizing with the aid of the glaze of tiny drops. That's what I have been doing the rest of the week, painting and trying to put her soul onto the canvas. The blues mixed with thunderous grey, sweet but deadly. With the last stroke I put the brush down. There it is, the comments of this painting. I still need to paint my version of glossy eyes, but to do that, I need my goddess. I need her hair tied up as she shed those pearls from her beautiful eyes. I'm coming for you, my hellion, and my goddess. You will be tortured by yours truly, me. You wanted the devil to play? Then play, silly lady. A sinister laugh echoed in the spacious room as he sipped his drink and smiled devilishly. Preparing his plate, I served mine and put the extra dishes in the sink. Dante is in the den watching TV. He is the loveliest soul in the world. After getting kidnapped, I thought he would be traumatized, but my baby is strong. Stronger than I thought. He, of course, at first was scared. He slept with me in my room because he was scared. But one night he woke up from a nightmare screaming and crying. I calmed him down, but I couldn't help that day. I couldn't and cried my heart out. He laid in my lap and I tried to let go of the pressure against the barrier of my hand over my mouth. The last thing I wanted was him to see me breaking like that. The last time I cried like that was at Will's funeral. He was shot and fell down the hill. Police couldn't recover his body. I never get to see him goodbye. Anyway, that night something changed. My little boy became a big boy. The thing I didn't want to happen occurred. He woke up and witnessed me crying. He hugged me through it and kept on hugging me until I got a hold on myself. Then he asked me, "Why are you crying, Mommy? Did you also have a bad dream?" I just nodded and he cupped my face in his tiny hand and spoke. "Don't worry, I will kill all those monsters for you. I will protect you," he told me. That was the sweetest thing I have ever been told in my life. Even Will never said that to me. He always told me to save myself and do not rely on other people. Even when I was carrying Dante, in my second trimester we were attacked, and he told me the same. You have to do it on your own. That hurt at the time. But I have no one, so I compromised on that. Well, we shouldn't dwell in the past. My future is my little angel, and I would do anything for him and protect him, just like he said he will protect me. "Cupcake, come and get your food." I called Dante from the kitchen. I started cleaning the extra dishes left in the sink. I was halfway through, but I realized Dante didn't answer me. A bell rang in my head, a alarming one. I took my apron off. I pulled the drawer open and unclipped the gun under the counter. With precise steps, I made my way to the den. The TV was on, but the couch was empty. I went to check the bathroom. The door was ajar, but the light was on. I slowly pushed the door open with my bare foot, and it was empty. My heart thudded against my ribcage. This is a remote location. No one is supposed to locate it. It's in the middle of nowhere. Then I heard the most haunted sound that I never want to witness in my life. I heard my baby's scream, which came from outside. I ran outside with a heavy heart. I opened the door and witnessed the scene in front of me. My baby, he was on the ground and a dog was licking his face. What? Then comes the giggle of my baby. "Hey," he laughed. "Where in the world? Where did that dog come from?" I made my way to my baby, but I was wrenched harshly from my way and ambushed inside. Someone covered my mouth, and I tried to break free of his hold. He's far stronger than me. I tried to kick his nuts, but he blocked me. And then I looked at his face. My skin tingles and goosebumps erupted over my body. I stared at him, my heart in my throat. You make one move, and my man there puts a bullet in that little human's skull. And he won't regret it either. His calm whisper filled with threat sent a shiver in my body. "My baby." I thrashed again and managed to free my hands. I twisted his thick arm with all my might and hooked my ankle in his and tackled him to the floor. But my victory was short-lived, and he reversed our positions, and now I was on the floor with my front pressed against the hard floor and back to him. He held my wrist in his one hand. My wrist fit in his palm. With his other hand, he pulled my hair, and now my back was arched in a weird angle. "Quit that act, Hellion," There's nowhere to go now, he whispered raspily. What do you want? I shouted enough to let him know that I'm aggravated. He chuckles over my question. Did I tell him a joke that he's chuckling like that? He's annoying. He tightened his grip in my hair. What with him and my hair? Remember? You shot me. He growled. His lips were a needle away from my face. Not my choice, I tried to scream with my strained throat. He hummed. Who told you to? He asked. You will not find them, I told him, with a hint of pride in my tone. Yeah, and why is that so? He asked, not buying it. Because I burned them, I told him, and he broke into a hysterical laugh. It was deep, settling in my bones and in core. Never mind. Nice story, he spoke. Now, that's a disrespect. How dare he? Leave me, I told him. Only if you behave, he told me. Yeah, after I break your nose and put a bullet in your useless head. I fired back at him, getting annoyed with every second in his hold. He released me and got off me. I quickly got up and picked my gun and pointed at him. Dante entered the room. Mom? Dante barked in calling me, and I quickly hid the gun behind me. He looked at me and then the vile, obnoxious, good-for-nothing existence in front of me. He smiled at him, not just a tilt of the corner of the lips, but a full-blown teeth-on-display one. God damn him. Thank you, Uncle. Bam is so cute. I always wanted a pet. He sighs dramatically. But Mom never lets me have one. He slumped his shoulder dramatically. What on earth does he think he is? I'm his mother. He's nothing to him. Dante, I called him, and pulled him beside me. Before that vile, good-for-nothing existence could say or do anything, I looked around frantically to spot a gun right at us, but I couldn't spot any. It's all right, boy. I will talk to your mom. He tells him, hello? Who does he think of him? I raised my eyebrow at him, and he gave me the nasty tilt of the corner of his lip. God. Baby, why don't you go inside in your room? Mommy needs to talk to Uncle. I told Dante, and he thought for a beat, but then made his way to his door. When he was inside the room and I heard the door shut, I pushed my elbow on his neck and pushed him back. What do you want? I asked. You, he replied. Your misery that I will bring, your soul that I will shatter, your voice that I will cause to break, your body that I will make tremble, and then last but not least, your eyes that will cry when I will inflict all those things on you, and then I will create a masterpiece. He inhaled my hair and bit on my earlobe and continued to whisper. And now the first clause, misery, begins. He chuckled, finishing his insane threat. Okay guys, that is for this one. See you next time. Bye, and don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. And also, please do share. I need your support, man.